Guys, welcome to the Cigar Lounge Cigar Talk Show. My name is Aaron Paoletta, and today we have something fantastically special. We are at the Grand Resort, the Grand Cigar Lounge inside, over here in Warren, Ohio. We got Jovan inside, who's a tobacconist here. He's waiting for us. So is Johnny, so is Muffins. Let's go.
We're tired of fixing the broken-hearted. We gave you every chance, but you succeeded. You'll never be grateful, it's all excuses. We can try it again, but you just repeat it. We sit here lost and damaged, is it worth it? Soulless desolation is our future. We're wasting all our time on the unworthy.
Hey guys, we are inside the Cigar Lounge here at the Grand Resort, and I'm with Jovan, who is the tobacconist here. And Jovan, please, man, this is a great place. Tell us about it.
Welcome to the Grand Resort Cigar Lounge and Store. This is our space here. We fit about a max of 75 people. Usually we have these frame TVs that are either showing news, sports. During the weekends we have a lot of weddings and nice events happening.
You know, I have been here when you've had the sports on, and the one thing that I do like is that these have some of the games on, but this has the main game on.
Yeah.
And I am a huge fan of that because this is the only one that gets piped through the system,
Yeah,
correct?
for sure.
Which we have turned down because of filming today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I do like that.
we allow people to get cocktails, coffee, no food in here. We have over 200 different cigars to choose from here. You could just sit, relax, enjoy a coffee, enjoy a spirit, enjoy a cocktail, and enjoy a great cigar.
And the guy who bought this, I mean, because I go to Sharon, the Avalon up in Sharon, Pennsylvania a lot. But didn't he dump like over $1 million into
This room alone is,
Just
I think,
this
at
room?
least $1 million. We did huge renovations, really to make this resort, Avalon as a whole, which is a country club, but this is open to the public. This is kind of our showpiece here. I know you did a little walk around.
Yeah, we did. We were
the
outside,
entrance.
and I think that's the one thing I like the most about this room is when we go up to Sharon, you have to be a member up there.
Yeah.
Now I'm a member up there, but I bring guests with me. But here it's open to the resort.
Definitely.
Anybody in the resort.
So we definitely want to show this off to the public. Mainly, we have the hotel with 132 different rooms. We have the spa. We have outdoor pools. We have a Roman bath. We have
A Roman bath.
A Roman bath, yeah, that stays about 92 to 94 degrees year-round, even during the winter. The tile is heated, so they could go out and drink cocktails. We have a beautiful wine cellar. Our wine list is over 600 different
Which
bottles
I have
of
seen
wine.
personally. It's actually fantastic.
Yeah, it is beautiful. We have a fine dining restaurant, Gatsby's. We have a lobby bar that's kind of more relaxed, kind of also watching sports and games with kind of just bar food. We have a beautiful restaurant over here called the Atrium and the Garden Bar that kind of just has our signature cocktails for this resort. And then actually yesterday we just opened up the outside bar, which has a 4 huge TV display that'll also show the games. You could enjoy the nice weather. The pools are outside as well. We have an Olympic pool inside.
I think is the only thing I'm annoyed at today. We're filming inside when
know.
it's so beautiful outside.
Over 80 degrees in Ohio. It's always in PA too. The weather's up and
Yep.
down. So we got to
What
enjoy
do they
these
say?
days when we get them.
You can get 4 seasons in the same day. That's
In
what
the
they
same day,
That's what
yeah.
they say. Well, why don't you tell us about your cigars, because you do have quite a bit of cigars, and I was surprised that this is one of the few places you can actually find an Opus.
Yeah. I curated the whole list here for the Grand Resort Cigar Lounge. What I wanted is definitely the staples, Davidoff, Padron, Fuente, My Father, Perdomo, the big names that a lot of people know already. But I definitely wanted to have boutique cigars, a lot of cigars that people are kind of heard of, but they might have not have tried. And I also always try to have some limited editions as well, just so we could kind of showpiece, those cigars that are hard to get, that come out once a year. We definitely want to have a couple of those in stock and in rotation.
Well, and that is the one thing, like when I was, perusing through this selection in here, I did notice that you do have the Avos. You do have the Camachos, which is a brand that most people will recognize.
Yes.
But then for the people that have a little bit more money in their pockets, you do have what I consider the upper echelon of the cigar world. So you do have the Padrones, you do have the Davidoffs, and I think I bought 4 Fuente Eye of the Sharks. And then later that day, they were gone.
They were gone, yeah.
But you whatever you get, you put it out.
I do like to. Every once in a while, you could always ask me. Sometimes I do keep a couple hidden gems tucked underneath.
I know where they're hidden.
So for a lot of our members, a lot of our members get first access to some of these cigars, like the Andalusian Bulls, the Chef's Edition, the Year of the Tiger. A couple of those I might kind of not show. Or if I get multiple boxes, I might put one out, and the other one I kind of shelf for a little while. And then when it's like nobody even could get it, then I might just say, hey, I got a box too.
Yeah.
We do have lockers here for members and non-members.
Actually, you have them for non-members too?
Non-members as well. So with the lockers, we have about, I want to say about 42 lockers. About half of them are taken. For members, it is $1,800 a year contract. $50 for initial fee, which would be your key and nameplate. With that, these are all humidified. You could keep your cigars in here. You could bring outside cigars here as well, so you don't just have to buy our cigars. We always appreciate, your patronage and enjoying some of our own cigars. But we and the owner definitely wanted to give a space where we would have a place for people that like to smoke, not just cigars, but cigarettes as well. I'm not a huge fan of cigarettes, but
I'm not anymore. But it is nice to not, segregate anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like the cigarette smoke when I'm smoking my cigar, but I want everybody to be happy, and this is a great place to sit.
And our owner definitely, when we were meeting to build this room, he said, you know what, I want people to have a place like that where they don't feel like, I'm a pariah, almost.
Right.
So he definitely wanted this to be not just a lounge area and a beautiful place to just kind of meet a couple friends and relax, but to be able to relax. A lot of times during the daytime, we have people working on their laptops, doing their job. This is kind of their home office. It's not too crazy during the daytime, maybe a dozen people, 15 at the most. And then as the night goes on, it gets a little busier, a little more packed, and it could be completely full as well.
Well, and a little piece of information here for everybody else who's watching this. This is the second to the last episode for this season. The first 4 episodes were edited in this room.
Oh, nice.
I had a cigar. I'm editing the episodes. I had a good time doing it.
And I love seeing that. I'm here during the daytime, just kind of going through my emails and seeing what's out, what I need, and restocking different cigars. But just to see the people come in and they might have a meeting with a couple clients or just working from here. I like seeing that. And I know our company and our boss want people to feel at home.
And you know what? And you have the home vibe here. The dark wood, the wonderful floors. The leather chairs alone makes me just melt and not actually want to stand up and leave. So, you guys have actually tackled that. It's a fantastic place to be. I love being here.
I think one of the biggest honors I have working in the lounge and helping create this great space is I hear from a lot of people. I've been to some of the nicest cigar lounges in the U.S. or even in Europe, and this is one of the nicest by far.
On that note, I'm going to have to agree with them. I come from Vegas. Producer comes from Vegas. I have been to every cigar lounge that's actually out there. This just surpasses them all. And I'm not really talking shit about AM because I love those cigar lounges, but you hit the vibe.
Yeah.
It's all about the vibe and the way you feel. And you guys have nailed it here.
Yeah,
I absolutely love it.
I'm always happy and honored to hear that. And, just the people coming in and making people feel welcome. I always tell a lot of people, when people come here, whether they're guests, whether they're members already, or whether they're staying at the hotel and they're just passing through, we really strive to make people feel like kings and queens and just like super welcome here. in this area, Warren, Ohio, passing through, around, coming all the time, every day. We want people to feel at home. We want people to feel like, wow, I've never been to a place like this where I feel so welcome, where I have great food, great service. We're in the service industry, and we want people to know that we appreciate them as coming and spending their money here, and just enjoying themselves and really feeling like they're at home.
You know, I'll tell you, as someone who comes from a background in the hotel industry from Las Vegas itself, you can't walk 10 feet out there without being greeted by somebody. And you guys are good for that. We walked through the door today, and 4 different people on our journey back to set up back here, all were like, can I help you? Do you need anything? It almost gets to the point where like, hey man, I'm good. If I need something, I'll come get you. But they nail it dead on.
And that's great to hear. Like I said, the biggest honor I have is just knowing that people are coming here and they're like, this place is incredible. This place is something else. It's kind of like my Shangri-La. I enjoy coming here every day and just really work. I'm working, but I'm not, because I love it here.
I've seen you sit behind that desk smoking your cigars, and I'm gonna tell you ain't working. You are living the life, is what that is.
It's a pleasure. Actually.
But speaking of smoking cigars, I want to dive into my cigar. Do you have anything else that you want to tell anybody about this place?
Just it's open to the public. Definitely come out. At least see the lounge. Enjoy some good cocktails and great cigars, and everybody is welcome.
Perfect, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Aaron.
I seriously do. We are going to catch up with Johnny, and we're going to smoke. All right, guys, welcome. After talking with Jovan, we are now finally able to start smoking because I'm getting aggravated.
I've been sitting here waiting on you guys.
You have, but I haven't. I'm out running around or parading around like, what's my wife call me? A show pony. She tells me I'm the show pony.
I mean, how often do you get to showcase a place like this?
A place like this? Not very often.
I mean, it's a great place. And I'm excited to be able to...
issues. As we've had all morning, actually.
Yeah. Like I was saying, I am excited to be able to sit here, enjoy cigars in such a great environment.
No, I am too, and this is a fantastic place. And we've already talked with Jovan a little bit earlier as we started this segment, and he highlighted everything, not just everything about this particular room that we're in, which is over $1 million room, but this entire property. And being somebody who worked in the hotels in Vegas, I love coming here because it reminds me of, I don't want to say the good old days, but it reminds me of the joy I had being around people and actually helping people. So I was glad that he actually did that. But I'll tell you what I'm more happy about. I want to smoke this because I'm getting irritated.
What is this?
Okay, so today I have the Fall 21. See, that's how bad I need one. Fall 2021 Freedom Sampler, my father's exclusive. You cannot get these in a box. You can only get these in that sampler pack. Luckily, Mr. K bought a whole shitload. And
that doesn't surprise me at all.
Well, he wanted the Fuente Rare Pinks. Those are the ones he was after. So he was able to buy, I think, 10 of them. We'll go with 10. I turned around and bought 2 because my pockets don't go that deep.
Yeah.
And I decided, hey, I was like, hey, try these. And he's like, well, I like them, but I don't like them.
Yeah.
So, well, I guess I do like them, so give them to me. So that's what I'll be smoking. What are you smoking?
I am smoking a Opus Rare Estate 1992. I mean, you should know that.
I do know that because I'm the one who actually. How'd you like that? I pulled coffee out of thin air. Did you see that? See that? Check this out. Thank you kindly.
Yes, very.
You're smoking the Opus, and because you're smoking the Opus, I brought Carlos with me.
You had to, huh?
So, all right, well, I'm tapping in. I can't wait no longer.
All right. Well, I did get something specially made just for me from a buddy of mine, Danny. You can catch his page on my Instagram. But this is a handmade cigar cutter, and it is very sharp, and I love this thing to death. Would you like to give it a try?
No, I'm going with my thing.
Your
Hey,
fancy
I'm smoking
nice.
an Oliva V Melanio. Thanks for asking.
Forgot about muffins back there as usual. My bad. So, first thoughts? You haven't had that one yet, have you?
No. This is the first I've had this Opus, and I think this is my third Opus altogether.
Yeah, but you know, the thing that annoyed me the most about... No, I can't say that's what annoyed me the most about you. One of the things that annoys me about you is that you smoked that Opus 20th and you didn't like it.
No, and I honestly put it to my palate wasn't ready for that quality of cigar. I mean, I was still smoking like the Black Ops and
the Gurkha.
Gurkha. I've moved my way away from Gurkha. I still occasionally try one here and there, to remind myself of the higher quality things in life.
I don't want to talk shit about Gurkha, but not all Gurkhas are bad.
No, I've
They're
had a few.
just not all good.
Yeah, I've had a few of their upper ends that are fabulous, and I probably can't get that. There was a reserve one they had. There was only like 3,000 boxes released, period. I had one, and it was fantastic.
You gave me one. What was it? The bourbon one. Mm-hmm. So that's that infused. I can't do that infused. But I want to go into a little bit here on what else came in this. I don't know if these are actually floating around anymore. You could probably call Mr. K and get them off of him. But I had the Alec Bradley Fine and Rare. Let me tell you something. I'm a huge fan of Alec Bradley. Not a huge fan of that Fine and Rare.
Oh yeah?
Just wasn't a fan of it. First off, it had a very, very stiff draw. Like softball, not golf ball. Like I could barely keep the thing lit. Oh, and then I used my little tool here, my little drill bit tool.
Yeah.
I still couldn't get it to open up. I smoked it the whole way.
Yeah.
But it was not an enjoyable experience. The Arturo Fuente Rare Pink Happy Ending. Haven't tried it yet. Mr. K did try that one and said it was eh.
I mean,
but
some of the rarest cigars to Mr. Gay can be.
Yes. I think it was the height behind it.
Yeah.
And it just didn't live up to that height. However, he did say it has good aging potential. So we're going to see in a year or two what that actually turns out looking like. The Ashton Symmetry. Let me tell you something. I love the Ashton Symmetry. And I did a little barter with him to where he gave me 3 more of those.
Yeah.
Because I'm just too cheap to go buy them. The Diamond Crown Connecticut number 4, that was okay. It was, standard for Diamond Crown. This one, the Oliva V Melanio. Let me tell you something, and Jovan actually already said this earlier. What a fantastic stick that is. You've had the V Melanio.
Yes,
You've had the V Melanio. I mean, he's
smoking
smoking the V Melanio right now. Did he say that earlier?
I think he did.
I don't think he did.
I'm pretty sure he did.
I think it was when I was pulling coffees out of midair.
Yeah, probably.
And I didn't catch it. The Padron Black, number 200 Maduro. I cannot find those.
I've heard you
anywhere.
talk about them a few times.
That is just that's a great cigar. I love Padron in general, but the Padron Black, the first time I ever had that is in the 2020 fall sampler. And it blew me away. And I've been on the hunt for them ever since. Haven't actually had a chance to try the natural version of it, but I do prefer the Maduros. The Rocky Patel Aged Limited Rare, I mean, you can't go wrong with the ALR. I mean, there's nothing around it.
All of us here are a fan of the ALR.
I'm a huge fan of the ALR, and I heard something, actually I think it was Dylan said that they might not be producing that anymore. I can't remember. I don't want to say it because I think I might have got that wrong. I have to ask him about it though. The Tatuare Shaggy Pumpkin. Now let me tell you something about the Halloween series. Mr. K bought me the Monster Bash.
Okay.
And it was a box of 14 different ones for all the different characters. And I told him that I would smoke one of those. Only time of year I would smoke those is on Halloween. Now, Muffins, me and you did that last Halloween. We sat outside, and I think the Frank was the one. I don't remember. I
have the worst memory. I don't know why you're asking.
I think it was the Frank. Great little stick. This one I'll probably be trying this
Halloween?
This Halloween, which...
So how many Halloween cigars you got to go?
I got 14 years worth of Halloween cigars.
Well, that last one's going to be well aged, though.
You got that right. I don't know which one. I don't know which one I'll save till the end.
Know which one will make it then?
You remember all those other episodes that we filmed, and we said when you drink coffee to stop drinking it to where it's loud.
You know me. I'm rookie at this.
Stop drinking it while people are talking. Wait for a moment of silence.
Well, that's why we're on the separate tracks.
There's going to be a moment of silence. You keep doing that.
Tracks. It's one audio track, my guy.
Oh, shit.
Now, the 10th one, I think, was in mine. I think I got the bull. As I can't, it says on here, this is from Half Wheel. The 10th cigar will come from one of the following groups, and it was, let's see, the Democrat Fuente, Opus, Shark. I did not get that. The La Roma, didn't get that one. I think I got the bull, which I have 3 boxes of Andalusian bulls. Now, go figure, I have a shitload of them.
Yeah.
And now you can actually find them out for sale. But when I had none, you couldn't find none. So I keep them in stock. Matter of fact, that's how I get you to do things.
Yep.
See, when I need help with something, instead of paying him, I just, hey, do you want a bull?
Yes, of course. That is one of my favorite cigars is the Andalusian bull. I said that correctly, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Check one for me.
I'm almost disappointed that we don't have the other thing for you to say today. Oh, no, we can't. What's in his cigar? Do you remember the blend?
It's a Nicaraguan.
Oh, who?
A Nicaraguan.
A Nicaraguan,
You heard
that's
it
what I
correctly.
thought.
And you only hear it from me.
That's true. You only hear it on this show.
Yeah. It is a great cigar, no matter how you hear it.
I don't care what size of that Melanio you get. They are all just fantastic. I prefer the 6.5 52 torpedo box press. But I told Jovan this a little bit ago. I asked him if he tried the nub version of it, which I believe he did not. If you haven't tried it, try it.
I haven't tried the nub yet, and I prefer...
Any of the nubs? Because I think we did some nubs on the first.
We
first
did.
Season.
I think they weren't Melanios.
No, Melanio. That's a new thing.
Yeah, we did at least one nub on our first season, and I mean, they pack a punch for what they are.
I think that the nub when they came out with the nubs, I thought they were comical. It's this fat little short cigar, and then I tried one. Like, okay, that's not bad. When you only have time for a half hour, 45-minute, stick, there you go.
Yeah.
What I like about the Melanio nub is the way they designed it. At least this is what I was told. The way they designed that was instead of waiting till you get through that first third for the flavor profile that they want to start building up, it hits you. That's what it's short and it's fat. Yeah. I think it was like a 58 or a 60 gauge.
Yeah.
But that's what I was told by Kyle. He told me that.
Yeah.
And it makes sense because the moment you light that thing,
flavor
right now.
Yeah.
So if you haven't tried it, definitely go and try
I
it.
got a list that can reach till next year of cigars that I need to try. And
well, we're at the Grand Resort, so there's the humidors, and it goes from this wall to that wall.
Well, I'll be here tomorrow. I'll pick one tomorrow. I brought my birthday stick for today.
I forgot I gave that to you, actually.
Yes. Where else would I get an Opus? Because
Not
I
from the
can't find them
store.
in any humidor around me.
Because they're very hard to find. The only ones that I know of that has any Opuses whatsoever is here, and there's a place right down the road. I can't remember what the name of it is, and we were just over there. Havana House, that's the one. I've seen them carry a couple of different Opuses, but I'd check here before I check anywhere else, because if they've got, they're going to have them here. Other than what you're smoking, what are you bringing up? You know what? Actually, I want to go back to that fine and rare real quick. I was very, very disappointed in that.
With the fine and rare?
The fine and rare. Alec Bradley fine and rare. Okay, first off, actually, Muffins, do we have that fine and rare in the giveaway bag? Can you pull that out for me real quick? Or whenever you can find, where's it at? Oh, you got it? Okay,
I
we'll
got 'em.
stand by.
I got them on stash.
Okay, so I want to get an up close of that so you can see. It looked fantastic. The banding on it actually looked like a movie ticket stub, where it's got that perforated edge on it. It's marked. It's got the blender. It's got the year. All on the band itself. The flavor was just not there.
Yeah.
First and foremost, when you light up and then first, I don't know, 3 or 4 puffs, it's burning. It's not the flavor yet.
Yeah.
It tasted like that throughout the entire first third.
And
then it was clogged beyond belief.
Wow.
Now I had a couple.
That's surprising.
I know, right? So very annoying to have to deal with the clogs. I smoked it the whole way through. Wasn't pleased about it. But because I bought 2 samples, I had 2 of them. I tried the other one. Same flavor, just wasn't as clogged. Now, here's the problem.
I mean, we've talked about trying at least 3 to get your full...
Before you do it. Yeah, actually, can I say that real quick, please? But the issue that I have with it is if it's still that same nasty flavor, only the draw is better. It's just... It wasn't even that it wasn't to my taste.
Yeah.
It was just bad. Now, Mr. K smoked one of these, and he didn't have the same experience that I did. So I want to try to get one off of him and see. But this is, we already got pictures of it. Throw pictures up.
Like you said, it looks exactly like a movie ticket.
That's what I'm saying. It looked cool as shit. Just very annoying. Clog and the flavor was just unacceptable. What are you getting out of that? Not you.
Out of this, Opus have their own taste. I'm getting, as always, on almost.
If you tell me cashews, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Well, then I'm not gonna tell you. But out of every good cigar I taste that has that light cashew taste, always a good light leather. And there's other flavors in it I can't depict, and it's just the blend of this.
Did you say depict?
Oh, here we go. There's an English
Did you
class.
say depict?
Probably. We can review to find out.
Listen, all I'm saying is if you're going to be on a talk show, learn to talk.
Did you get that?
No, what'd you say?
Let's go to the book.
I said, if you're going to be on a talk show, learn to talk.
Now, I know.
Maybe one day when I grow up. But, no, the Opus, they always have their own flavor. And since I've had the 20th, and I did not enjoy the 20th, I need to have another one.
It just hurts every time he says it.
But this Rare Estate 1992 is just fabulous so far.
I got licorice.
When you gave it to me, I smelled nothing but cherries.
Really? Dried cherries?
Yeah.
Dried cherries?
Yeah, dried cherries. And I don't taste cherry in this at all. But when you gave it to me, all I could smell was cherry.
Well, okay, so sometimes when I actually enjoy when that happens.
Yeah.
I enjoy when the aroma is a little different than the taste. But what I like even more is when the aroma is one and the dry draw matches the aroma. But then the moment you light it, it completely changes its profile.
Yeah,
that's what I'm a huge fan.
When you handed it to me, and I was like, that's just straight cherry. And
which is weird because I didn't pull that out of there.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. Every bit of this so far is beautiful. My burn line is staying perfectly. I've yet to have to fix it.
To correct it? Yeah, you normally don't have to when it comes to the opuses themselves. Like I pulled up one here in my book, and this is the Destino El Siglo, the Oro Oscuro. I don't give ratings on opuses normally below a 92, I believe, at this point. It would be the lowest one. Now, this one I gave a 94. I don't remember what I gave that one because I smoked that one a long time ago.
I really don't think you can even really put the Opus X anything in a category with anything, because the way it's so exclusively to this cigar, it's almost like whole line. Oh, obviously
Well-
it's a line on its own, but it's in another category.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So that 20th that you actually said you were not a fan of, which I get it, young palate. I understand. You
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I'm trying to
smoked
be-
it with a young palate.
I'm trying to be nice to him right now, okay? Because there was no call to say that he didn't like the 20th. Matter of fact, I'm just, if you had fronts, I'd knock them right out of you. But my point here is that this one, this Destino El Siglo, I was getting bold earthy notes. Let me see, some straw, some creamy old leather.
Yeah.
But then you rotate into this Opus and you get something just completely different. But you think, I mean, an Opus is an Opus is an Opus. It is not.
No. They're
Because, and you get to the 20th, which in my opinion, and actually this came from Mr. K and he'll agree with it, it is as close to perfection as you'll possibly get.
I will agree and add to that. On smoking experience, you know me, I've said it in other episodes. Padron has the best smoking experience, in my opinion.
And I'll give it that. Some Opuses that I've had, and I think it was the Purple Rain that I had with Mr. K, it had a tight draw, and it was almost annoying.
Yeah.
But he searched for 2 years to find it. It was great flavor, just the draw was just not where I wanted it to be. I have yet to
Did you bust out your tool for it?
No. In front of him?
I mean,
Are you stupid?
I'd have done it.
No. I just dealt with it, and when he wasn't looking, I take my cigar dagger and just kind of poke and try to open it up a little bit. But
Yeah.
the flavor was so good, I was willing to deal with it. That's just what it came down to. You know what? I'm gonna go into this one since I haven't pulled my book out here in a while. The Monte Cristo, the USA Monte Cristos, the Epic. What did that say? Selection number 7. Have you had that one, or was you had the yellow one? The yellow one. Okay, so I had this red labeled one. Now, Mr. K pulled this thing out. Want to read what that boasts?
Nope.
Okay, so
You guys already know what it is.
I'll read.
Listen before you get started there. I know you prefer the red label Epic, but that yellow one is delicious.
I'm not saying anything bad about
It is
the yellow
so
label.
good. In fact, I had my first one over at the Sheridan
That's,
station.
yeah, yes, you did. No, it was good. The red's just a little bit better. A little bit more money, but a little bit better. But this red number 7 here, it says 14. Let me see here. There were 14 when I smoked them.
Yeah.
With Mr. K, because you know he buys shit and just ages the piss out of it. But it had Nicaraguan,
Nicaragua?
and Dominican fillers. Had a Nicaraguan binder and an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper. That thing was fantastic. I do not know what that yellow Epic was. I don't remember, and I don't know. It might be in the other book. I'm a little annoyed that I don't have it here. I'll tell you one that I bought here, actually at the Grand Lounge. It was this Avo, the Adventura. Coolest band on it. It was aluminum.
Oh, yeah?
I went to pull that thing off, and I'm like, holy shit, that thing is thick. Dylan actually recommended that. That was actually a great cigar. The King's Royal Gold. I love that one.
You know, one flavor that I know is because I do it all the time. You know, I cook outside over an open fire. Mm-hmm. Different woods have different flavors, and I'm really tasting an oak smoke. Like a
Smoked oak.
Yeah, like smoked oak, and I'm really tasting that out of this.
Yeah? Are you getting oakiness out of that?
Mm-hmm. It is
But you're getting smoked oak.
like a smoked. It's definitely
Huh.
yeah. It's
I've never
quite
gotten
delicious.
that out of that cigar.
It's
Smoked oak.
I'm definitely getting the smoked oak, and I know that flavor from cooking outside. I mean, my backyard's full of oak. I have it seasoned for a good year or two before I even use it to cook with. I mean, I also use like sassafras, which not a lot of people use that kind of wood for smoking, but it definitely has a great smoked oak taste. I'm getting a light leather. Like you can smell it in the distance, kind of through the wind.
So it's on the back.
Yeah, it's and still a great burn. My ash is staying on there perfect.
But no, Opuses are good for that. Anytime you ever see those pictures of those extremely long ashes, chances are
It's probably an Opus.
it's an Opus, and there's
Yeah.
just something about it, man. I've seen, especially on my Instagram, I've seen people have just these massive. I'm like, how the hell do you do it? Because every time I try to do that, and actually I can't remember what episode it was, but he panned back to me
Yeah,
just as it
I remember that.
caught,
yeah.
and it fell all over. Oh, dude, it pissed me off. Just pissed me
Yeah.
off. My question for you, when it comes to the Nicaraguans, are you a Nicaraguan blended fan or a Nicaraguan puro fan? Because you mentioned the Peruvian that was in the one cigar. That that Peruvian, as long as there's not too much of it, like let's just say it's 1 out of 5 regions that's in that in a blend, I'm okay with it. But when it takes over, I'm not a huge fan of that flavor. But I believe that it adds a little something to a cigar. So do you like the blended with Nicaraguan as the dominant, or do you like Nicaraguan puros?
I think both. I think what I liked about the Crown Head Mil Diaz is when you smoke at least a cigar a day, you're usually looking, I think for me, something different, some type of complexity or a taste. Like you said, you've never tried coriander before, but the more you smoke cigars and the more you try different things, I find myself personally seeking out different notes that got my head like, what is this? And my taste buds really, what is this? What, I haven't tried this before. And with the Crown Heads Mil Diaz, it's like a roller coaster ride where you smoke a quarter of it and it changes up. And then you get to that halfway point and it changes again. And then you get to the 3/4 and the last quarter and it changes again, but in all the good ways.
Right.
And that's what a lot of times will get me my like top 3 list or my top 5 is that complexity. So I don't really think that it has to be a Nicaraguan puro.
But I was just curious if you preferred one over the other, because I hate when people ask, well, what's your favorite cigar? I'm going to ask you that before I answer, because I want to see what your answer is. What is your favorite cigar over everything else?
I think it's
It's
like
hard to answer.
time
isn't
of
it?
day. It's
Okay,
like
perfect. So you're
mood.
so you're on the same lines that I'm on. So I don't have a favorite cigar. I have a favorite by brand.
Yeah.
Because if I'm feeling it, I might wake up and go, man, I'm reaching for that Arturo Fuente today, and I'm just not feeling that. I'm going to switch over to the American by J.C. Newman instead.
Yeah.
I have a favorite by brand. You got any questions for him while we have him? Because he's got customers. You're going to have to let him go.
At the moment, I will ask when
just
they
keep
come to
on
me.
smoking and keep on enjoying and trying new things. That would be my
Your 2 cents?
2 cents, yeah.
Perfect.
If anybody wants it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Siobhan. So we're about wrapping up here because I'm out of shit to say. You're out of shit to say. And it was great having him on here and
Yes.
sharing his experiences as well as everything else. Muffins, do you have anything that you want to add before we wrap it up here? Besides trying to fall out of the chair, which wish I had a camera facing him.
Aside from the fact that I keep bumping these mic stands and they're so wobbly that it's just going to be weird footage. No, it's been a great episode.
Well, cool. Then we're going to wrap it up for the day. We want to thank the Grand Resort for allowing us to come out and
Yes.
film
Thank you guys.
this
We appreciate
episode.
it.
And great cigars. Enjoy your smokes.